It's dinner time again. I've got my Hot Logic Mini ready, and I'm ready to cook dinner. Tonight I'm gonna make some pork chops with chimichurri sauce on it, and then some potatoes and mushrooms and zucchini with a garlic lemon butter sauce. So let's get started. So I got my potatoes here. It was like a medium-sized potato that I cut just straight down, fairly thin. My zucchini, the same, I cut it fairly thin. I have about 8 slices of that, and 2 mushrooms that I also cut just straight down. So I'm gonna make the lemon butter sauce, garlic sauce now, and then we'll put them on the stuff here. I have about a tablespoon of butter here, and 1½ cloves of garlic that I've minced, and I'm gonna put the garlic into the butter first. Okay, so here goes the garlic in with the butter, and now I'm going to squeeze half a lemon into there as well. Now a ½ teaspoon of salt, a ½ teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a ½ tablespoon of my roasted garlic and herbs. So I have it mixed up really well, and I have my container here and my potatoes. So I'm going to brush the potatoes and put them in the container. Now, since I have my insert, I use the whole bottom portion of the container for my potatoes and veggies. So now that I have all these seasoned up, I'm going to do the same with the mushrooms and zucchini. So now I have everything in the container, all seasoned up. I'm going to put some capers, sprinkle some capers on top now. Now I'm ready to put my insert on and work on my chimichurri sauce. So I have about a ½ cup of parsley, shredded parsley without the stems, just the leaves, and about 1½ cloves of garlic. And I'm going to put that into a bowl. Okay, so in goes the parsley and the garlic. Next, I'm going to add ½ tablespoon of oregano, a ¼ cup olive oil, a tablespoon of white wine vinegar, about a ¼ teaspoon of salt, about a ¼ teaspoon of pepper. I'm going to put a teaspoon of red chili flakes and a teaspoon of garlic powder. So I've mixed up my chimichurri sauce really well, and I am going to spread it on both sides of the pork chop. So now we're going to put our lid on it and put it in to the Hot Logic. Alright, it's been about 2 hours and 15 minutes or so. I just wanted to give it plenty of time for the potatoes. I think the meat's been ready for a while. So let's check it out. Alright, so let's take the pork chops off and see what's underneath. Okay, so now I'm going to pull out the pork chop. And we have our potatoes underneath. Look fantastic. So our potatoes look delicious. I'm gonna put them on the plate and give it all a try. All right, time to give it a try. All right, I did pour a little bit of the juice on top of the potatoes that was at the bottom of the container. First I'll try zucchini. Really good and really well cooked. Now the potato, the mushroom. Also really good. Time to do pork chop. It's good. I mean, it seems like the concept may have worked better than the result. All right. Sorry. I think more saucy things are better, but it has a great garlic taste that you get in your mouth. And it's good. But just, there's something just lacking that I can't quite put my hand on. It's kind of like, just like a, maybe a thicker pork chop would be better. Rather than cutting it in half. The pork chop seems a little dry. I think that's what the biggest problem is. So I think a thicker pork chop would be better.